In 2019, a quiet shift began inside America's economy. It didn't start on Wall Street. It didn't come from Silicon Valley boardrooms. It started on a phone screen with a 15-second video. By 2020, millions of Americans were waking up and scrolling TikTok before breakfast. By 2021, some of them were paying rent, college fees, even medical bills because of TikTok. But behind the dance trends, viral sounds, and funny clips, a serious economic story was unfolding. A story about money, jobs, power, and politics. TikTok, owned by ByteDance, officially entered the US market after acquiring Musical.ly in 2017. At the time, few people noticed. Facebook was still king. YouTube dominated video. TikTok looked like a toy. Then, 2020 arrived. America shut down. Businesses closed. Unemployment crossed 14%, and TikTok exploded. While traditional jobs vanished, TikTok created something new in alternative digital economy. By 2022, TikTok had over 150 million active users in the United States. Behind those users were creators, editors, brand managers, small businesses, advertisers, and freelancers. A new kind of workforce. Consider this. A single creator with a phone, an idea, and consistency could earn more than a full-time office job. Not overnight, but faster than any previous platform in US history. Small businesses felt it first. A bakery in Texas went viral. Orders tripled. A cleaning product brand sold out in hours. A used bookstore survived because BookTok made reading cool again. TikTok wasn't just entertainment. It became a discovery engine. According to internal estimates, widely cited by US lawmakers, TikTok helped support more than 5 million American jobs indirectly through marketing, sales, logistics, and creator income streams. And then came the money. In 2021 alone, US TikTok creators earned billions collectively through brand deals, affiliate links, live gifts, and product launches. Not from TikTok salaries, but from attention converted into income. This scared someone. Not creators. Not users. It scared power. In 2020, then President Donald Trump publicly accused TikTok of being a national security threat. The concern was data American user information potentially accessible to China. An executive order was announced. TikTok could be banned unless sold to a US company. Markets reacted. Creators panicked. Brands froze. Campaigns. For the first time, millions of Americans realized something shocking. A social media app had become economically important enough to threaten jobs if it disappeared. Behind closed doors, negotiations began. Oracle, Walmart, Washington lawyers, Beijing regulators. TikTok survived, but the warning was clear. This wasn't just an app anymore. It was an economic weapon. By 2022, under President Joe Biden, the conversation shifted. Instead of immediate bans, the US government pushed for regulation, data, firewalls, and oversight. But the political pressure never stopped. In 2023 and 2024, Congress held multiple hearings. TikTok's CEO sat in front of lawmakers, answering questions about algorithms, kids, China, and influence. Meanwhile, outside Washington, people were paying their mortgages with TikTok income. Single parents were replacing second jobs. Teenagers were funding college. Immigrants were building businesses without bank loans. This is where the real story gets complicated. TikTok didn't just create jobs. It changed how Americans think about work. The traditional college corporate job, promotion suddenly had competition. Why wait 10 years for a raise when a viral video could change your income in 10 days? This shift terrified traditional industries. Advertising agencies lost control. Media companies lost audiences. Old platforms lost relevance. And Wall Street noticed TikTok doesn't trade on the stock market, but its impact shows up everywhere. Meta spent billions copying it. Google reshaped YouTube. Amazon redesigned product discovery. All because attention moved. But attention is power, and power always invites regulation. By 2024, multiple US states banned TikTok on government devices. Federal lawmakers discussed full bans again. Every headline sent shockwaves through the creator economy. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If TikTok disappears tomorrow, millions of Americans don't just lose entertainment, they lose income. And yet if TikTok stays unchecked, the US fears losing control over data, influence, and political narratives. This is the economic paradox. TikTok represents the future of work, but also the future of risk. So what can be learned from this story? First lesson. The modern economy is no longer built only by factories and offices, but by platforms and attention. Second lesson, jobs today are fragile. When your income depends on an algorithm, stability becomes optional. Third lesson. Politics always follows money. Once TikTok affected billions of dollars, it became a target. Fourth lesson, America's economic power is now deeply tied to technology it doesn't fully control. TikTok didn't break the US economy, it exposed Italiano. It showed how fast money can move, how quickly jobs can be created, and how easily they can disappear. In the end, this isn't just a story about TikTok. It's a story about a country deciding who controls the future of work. So here's the question that matters. If one app can create and threaten millions of American livelihoods, who should really control the digital economy of the United States?